Hello, welcome to a video of how to install ComfyUI. This is an updated version from my old one because my old one had like a couple little mistakes in it, I guess, or where people were having some errors. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need to do is type in CMD. You're going to type in nvcc dash version. If you got nothing here, you need to install NVIDIA Toolkit. If you already have NVIDIA Toolkit installed, skip this step. All right, so the NVIDIA Toolkit version that I'm going to be using is on this PC is 11.8. So that's what I use. Link, just go to Google it, click on it. Windows, x64, Windows 11 or 10, whatever you're using. That's it. That's step one. Complete. Step 2 is going to install Git. Just go to Git website. Type in Git in Google, download for Windows, install. Once complete, you're good to go. All right, so step 3, you're going to need Visual Studio. Google search, Visual Studio. First link, downloads. Click this link, it'll download and install, it'll download a little file for you. That's going to be your installer. Click on that installer. Once you click on that installer and you're installing Visual Studio, make sure you have these installed. Well, that's not what I wanted. No. Yes, actually, yes. Skip this for now, actually. No. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So, Visual Studio installer. Alright, so once you go in here, you're going to look for these four and make sure you install these four. Python development, .NET desktop development, desktop development C++, mobile development with C++. That's it. Done. Once you're done installing those, you can just go ahead and close Visual Studio. It's no longer needed to be open. Alright, that's it for that. Alrighty, now the fourth and final install is going to be Python. I use 3.10.11. Seems to work great with AI Toolkit, ComfyUI, Koya, like all those other AI stuff that I do. But yes, 3.10.11, click on the first link, scroll down, 64-bit installer. That's the one you're going to use. Most PCs will use 64-bit. 32-bit is for like way long time ago old PCs. Most people will have the new PCs anyways, or a newer PC. So 64-bit. Once you're installing this and you get to setup was successful, please disable path length limit. Like it shows in here. Let's see if I click on this. Yes, there we go. Cookies and shit thing pops up. Disable path length limit. And that's it. Once you do that, and then you go ahead and close, I think after that, it should be good to go. And then that's it. You're done for those 4 install steps. The main things you guys are going to need. And yeah, so next step. Alrighty, so now we are on the step of installing our ComfyUI. We're going to go to the website ComfyUI. So just type in Google ComfyUI. It'll be the first link. We're just going to go in here, go into codes, and we're just going to click on this because we are not installing the portable version. We're installing the actual full version of ComfyUI. All right, so copy that. We're going to select our directory to where we want to install it. I got a secondary drive, so I'm going to install it in here. And because it creates its own folder, I'm just going to be in the main directory. I'm not going to create a ComfyUI folder just to throw it into another ComfyUI folder. It's pointless, so I'm just going to go CMD, and I'm just going to go git clone, which is basically copy and pasting all the files I needed for ComfyUI, except for its dependencies and stuff. So now that we got that all done, we're good to go. The next thing we need to do is make a virtual environment, which is basically Python -m VNV for virtual environment. And then we want to name our virtual environment. I name mine conf VNV, and then that's it. Then just enter. Now this should create a virtual environment. It's basically say Python make virtual environment. Then our virtual environment name. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You can name yours, whatever, in this area right here. All right, now to activate our virtual environment, the next thing we're going to need to do is just go conf vnv, because it created this folder for us right here. Where is it? Well, it's supposed to. Did I mess it up? No, I'm pretty sure I did it right. Let's see. And I did mess it up. So let's delete that. So sorry. What should have happened was I did this too early. Like I was in a D, so I should have did it right here. No. So I should have went cd change directory. That's my fault. I'm going to show my mistakes in my tutorials, because even, doing this makes mistakes, and doing these videos makes a lot of mistakes, and I'm going to show them as well as I go through if I make a mistake. So now that I'm in the ComfyUI directory, which is right here, we're going to do our virtual environment once again. So please, I hope you didn't mess up. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter even if you did make that virtual environment, you can just delete it and then go into the ComfyUI directory like I did here. And we just type in Python again, -m, and then conf vnv. Oh, there's another mistake. Look at that already. vnv conf nv. There we go. So now we got our virtual environment, which should be creating here. The good thing about virtual environments is once you delete them, it takes out everything that's in there, and then you can just, continue from there. So this is one of the great things about using Python. So now that we got our virtual environment created, we want to go ahead and activate. So we all want to say comfy, our conf vnv, our virtual environment, into the scripts folder, and then we want to activate. So basically we're going into our vnv folder, our scripts, and then we want to activate. So that's basically all we're saying here. Now our virtual environment is activated when we got these right here, the parentheses with conf vnv. All right. So the next step it tells us to do, guys, is basically come down here. We're installing NVIDIA. Is do the pip install for this. So Control C that once we highlight it. And here we're going to Control V. So Control C to copy, Control V to paste it. And we'll be back once this is done installing, guys. All right, so now that we got our PyTorch installed, the next thing it says to do is install the dependencies. So we're just going to go here, and we're going to just Control C this again, and then we are going to go to Control V and hit enter, and then we'll be right back. All right, now that we got everything installed, Python should be, our ComfyUI should be fully installed. And the way we find out is just type in Python main.py. And I'm just going to do an auto launch, so just auto dash launch and enter. And it should launch into a new web browser. So it looks like everything's going good so far. And there we go. So that step is complete. You got ComfyUI installed. The next step is going to install ComfyUI Manager. All right, so we're going to install ComfyUI Manager. Obviously, we're going to Google it. So Google ComfyUI Manager. First link, copy this. And then we are going to stay in our, well, we were going to stay in our virtual environment, but not anymore. But we're going to have to create a new virtual environment. So D, ComfyUI. I'm just going to do a quick little easy way on this. So vnv scripts cmd, and then we're just going to type in activate scripts. Okay. Helps if I spell it right, I guess. And from there, we're going to cdd rc dot cd dot again Now we're back in our virtual environment. Now we're going to type in custom underscore nodes. All right, why are we having this issue here? We should be here. Custom nodes, yes, right? Did I spell it right? Pretty sure I did. All right, so we're in our Comfy directory. We want to go custom. Maybe I didn't spell it right. I probably didn't. Well, what is going on here? US2M underscore NODS nodes. That's weird. Oh, that's my fault. Custom underscore nodes. There we go. So now that we're in our nodes directory, we're just going to go ahead and type in git clone control V and ComfyUI Manager's here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that just to make it easier. And then in here, we're just going to go ahead and pip install -r and then require ins.txt, and then that way these stay in the directory. So you only want to do this for ComfyUI if you're installing this one. The other ones, if you're installing through ComfyUI, you don't have to do this because you will be running in a virtual environment anyways. All right, so now that we got that all done, we are good to go, and we can go ahead and close this out. Close that out. Now, to create this little file that I have here, I think, let's see if I can. Yeah, let's go ahead and just delete that one, I guess. So we're just going to have to open up this. So this is going to vary for everybody else, but I created a .bat file to help me just run it easier. So it's echo off, and then, you know, you can just copy all this if you want. This is pointless. But cd/ then D, change your directory, and then put your directory here to your scripts folder. And then you just, this stays the same, call activate.bat, cd /D, and then you put your folder to your comfy directory here, where your main.py is located, but it's basically it. And then after that, the rest is all pretty much the same. Python main.py --auto launch or --auto launch, and that's pretty much it. And that's all you guys do. And then once you do that, you want to go to File, Save As, and we want to call it just ComfyUI. That's all I'm going to call it. Capital L on there. Okay, I just capital L on that. And dot, we want to put a .bat extension at it at the end, not a caps though, but .bat, and we want to call it all files, and we're just going to go to our directory of where ComfyUI is. Right in the main directory, you just go ahead and save it there. We can close this, that, and just hit refresh on this, and then it should show our bat file that we made like right around here somewhere. Okay, I guess it didn't create my... Did it not create it here? Bro, there I go again, bro. Not even in the right folder. Anyways, it made it right here. We're going to go to properties. We're going to go send to and then desktop. That's it. If you're on Windows 11, you're going to go to more and then go to send to desktop. That's it. So now that we got that here, we're just going to click on it and it should run it. And we should have Comfy Manager installed as well as everything, there we go. That's ComfyUI in a nutshell, guys, installed. Hopefully this video helps you guys out from my previous video where people were having issues. It's usually due to the lack of not having CUDA toolkit installed or something like that. Or could be possibly your directory that you're trying to install it into is too long. And that causes an issue as well. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful to you guys. If you're having issues still, please just comment down below. Let me know what your issue is. Also, I'm replying as BotLife Gamer, as that seems to be my main YouTube gaming account, even though like I'm on Artificial every once in a while, like on off. So if you guys see BotLife replying, that is me as well. All right, thanks guys.